So I currently live under a bridge because I don't trust many people. It is hard for me to gain trust. It's also hard for me to give my trust over to people. I came here from my personal island where my family and my ancestries grew up over in Googly Moogly. Um, we were prominent.
I've heard Googly Moogly is great.
So we were
Great Googly Moogly.
we were we were prominent members of Googly Moogly. There was an uprising because of my Uncle Fester. Uncle Fester was trying to marry outside of the family. They were trying to marry a poor. And the poor decided to have an uprising and force us out of our mansion and our castle. We lost a lot of our wealth, and many of us split. Roll ho ho and a bottle of rum. Roll ho ho and a... What the fuck is that? Is that a tiefling? So at this moment, my slow row ho ho and a bottle of rum has started the whole tavern in singing this. So the whole tavern is singing.
Roll a performance check. Well, how hard, how fast, or how loud you're singing, but you guys are definitely, you're feeling it. He's setting the vibe, and people are starting to tap their toes.
All together now. Row ho ho and a bottle of rum. Row ho ho and a bottle of rum.
Apparently, Roderick has heard rum from somewhere on the other side of the city, and he is here as well now.
And I say in my drunken voice, I am Bloodfist of the Dragonborn. I seek nothing more than to drink and prove myself to my gods, to earn their favor. So if you're not here to drink with me, leave me alone.
Bloodfist, I've heard the name before. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I've heard the name before. And the Dragonborn. I've heard of this before. It was in a book I read one time called From Across the Universe. It was written by a man named John Lennon. You may have heard of him. You may have heard of him. I'm pretty sure I've heard of this before. There was a thing, Abbey Road. Are you familiar with Abbey Road?
You should be quoting crazy shit, shouldn't you, Justin?
I did.
Did you quote and misquote the sacred text
I look
in every
over
situation?
Almost, motherfucker.
Sagira. I look over to Sagira and I say, "You, tiefling, rogue, join us. Seek glory."
I'll stand up and walk over and I'll stand up and walk over and take the tankard of beer out of your hand and take a chug.
And then I say, like the great book Mississippi Burning states, from the window to the wall, to the sweat drip downs our balls. And I make one final statement. As my great people from Googly Moogly once said, don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. Don't save her. And I step off the table, I wipe my brow, and I sit back down, and I take a bite of my chicken. Well, it's about that time. We've been here for quite some time. I think we should probably head on over to this audition. As the great words of the prophet Muhammad Ali, we float like a butterfly, and it stings when I pee.
There is no prophet named Muhammad Ali, and he did not say that. You made it up.
You can't prove that.
You can't prove it either.
I think you're getting your prophets mixed up. I think you're praying to Ron Jeremy.
I love Ron Jeremy. The hedgehog. All praise the hedgehog.
Northwestern area. They're in the front there, yeah.
So I say to the collective, in the great words of the stage performer Machiavelli. Come with me, Hail Mary, run quick, see. And then I ask everybody to come over with me to the church. Is he in the chapel alone?
Yes.
Ah, reminds me of that story of Sam Smith. Mommy don't know that he's getting hot at the body shop. There's something unholy.
Drolla looks at you solemnly. It's not threatening. I'm not threatening. It's. We take our jobs very seriously here.
I completely understand, sir. The point I was trying to make, as the wise man Paul Wall once said, let me see you grill. Yup, you grill.
Well, there are grills.
Why the fuck did I choose I have to misquote everything? God. So I step in between you and him, and I say, it reminds me of that one story of Amy Winehouse. We told him to go to rehab, and he said, no, no, no.
I grab you by the shoulders and say, no more songs, and move you to the side.
The great musician from the city of ATL, Ludacris. Roll out. Roll out.
So you're gonna take
Roll out. Over at Bloodfist, and I say, I really like your spunk. And the great words of the count. and I mumble the great words of our auditioning body, Katy Perry. Baby, you're fine. Your work. Go and show what you're worth.
Someone needs to get a silence cantrip.
Where's a fire? Where's a fireball when we need one?
I state to the group, at this point, I've been shunned. I've been silenced. I feel like my power has been taken away from me to make choices. As the great words of Dr. Seuss, what's good for the goose is always good for the gander. And I got a golden ticket. I got a golden ticket.